You should have a pencil, 2.5 pieces of paper, and scissors. So your half sheet of paper is going to be used for the main face, and then you'll have one sheet of paper for the cheek and another one for the nose. So to start, you are going to take your piece of paper and fold it in half, hamburger style. Line up one of the corners. Hold that corner very, very still, and then crease. You want to do your best to get this as straight as possible. It is important that you have your paper so that it opens like a book with the opening over here on the right side. Okay, it's very, very, very important. So grab your pencil, and the first thing that you are going to do is you're going to draw a line from the top of your paper in the middle, just like that. Now you're going to look at this half over here, and you are going to draw another line in that middle, and it's about twice as long as the first line. I'm going to come over here to the closed side of my paper, and along that closed side I'm going to put a dot in the middle. From there I'm going to go back to my original line, and I'm going to draw a curve all the way down to that dot. I'm going to now come over here to the open side of my paper. I'm going to draw a dot in the middle again. And I'm going to draw now a giant letter C that goes from here all the way down and back up. You are more than welcome to just do it like that without any dots, but sometimes I like to draw dots so that I know how big to make it. So I'm going to go draw myself a dot in the middle here, and I'm going to come in a little bit over here. They're about a little bit more than 2 fingers each. So in the middle from the bottom, I'm going 2 fingers up and about 2 fingers in. I'm also going to do my best to copy this curve right here for my line, for my letter C. So here we go. Touching my first dot, continuing with my C all the way down. It's important that you go down far enough but not too far. And then I'm going to continue my letter C all the way up to my last dot. Again, you do not need to use those dots. Next, I'm going to copy this curve right here and just put it right there on the corner. So you now have the choice to either go ahead and start cutting your piece right now, or you can copy the curve right here and cut another little corner. So once you have that, you can go ahead and cut it. You are going to be cutting both halves together, so you're cutting it closed, and that's it. Okay, so now that you have it cut out, the 2 little tiny corner pieces, you could go ahead and throw those pieces away. But the other scraps, you're going to want to go ahead and keep those. These ones, I usually keep these and use them for my ears, and I have also used this piece for one of my masks before. But after you cut everything out, It should look something like this. So now grab your other whole sheet of paper. We're going to start with the same step, and that is folding it in half hamburger style. Again, it's important to do your best to get it straight. Also, again, you need to make sure that your paper opens like a book. Okay, so that means the opening is over here on the right side. So, grab your pencil. We're going to start with our line at the top in the middle. Now I'm going to go in the middle of this side again, but this time my line is the same length as the first one. So I'm going to draw a kind of like a rainbow curve now, and I'm going to start probably above the middle, definitely above the middle, about right there. And I'm going to draw a rainbow curve. I'm going to stop, jump, and then continue my rainbow curve over it just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come down to my bottom corner. This is on the closed side of my paper. And I'm going to draw a diagonal line. From that diagonal line, I'm going to draw a line that is perfectly straight up and down. Make sure that this diagonal line is not too short. If it's too short, your nose is going to be really skinny. So I'm going to draw my line as straight as I can, perfectly up and down. And to finish this one, I'm going to draw a rainbow curve again from here, all the way to the side of my paper. If you need to, go ahead and rewind the video or pause it whenever you need, but you are good to go ahead and cut this out. Again, we will be cutting it with the paper closed, so we will be cutting both halves together. Alright, so these scraps, it's very similar to the other one, so you can keep it if you want, but these little ones you don't need. The larger scraps here you are going to want to keep in case you want to use it for anything else. I have also, I use these pieces all the time for and it should look something like this when you are finished. Okay, so while making ears, I find that these pieces are the best because we need little tabs for our ears. So I leave this part here and I just make a fun ear. I don't know what's happening here. It kind of looks like it's on fire, but that's cool. Just like that. So this little rectangle down here is still connected. Kind of like that ear. I have no idea what happened to it though. Right, then I put both my pieces together and then I cut it. Alright, so now it's time to decorate. So you're going to want to lay your pieces, you're going to flat. So you do that by taking your half sheet of paper. Next you're going to grab the cheek paper, and you're going to have these are our tabs. Those are going to go up just like that at the top. And then the nose paper, you're going to put that at the top too, just like that. So now what you are going to do is you are going to use your scraps, markers, anything that you want to decorate this. Okay, so you decorate the whole part. The only part you don't decorate is these little square pieces up here. Those are our tabs that will help us assemble it all together when we're done. But you can decorate all of this. Can't pick it up, but it's cool. You can decorate all of these, and right here in this part on separate paper you're going to draw some eyes, cut them out, and glue them on. Okay, do not just draw the eyes right on here, because if you make a mistake then you can't very easily redo that. Okay, so other paper, draw some eyes on there. Okay, so I just did a super quick decorating job here. So it's time to assemble them. So once you have them where you love it, you're going to take the face, the main face part, and you're gonna kind of fold it in half, but you're not gonna crease it. You're just gonna pinch the top. So I don't crease it all the way down, I just have it pinched up there at the top. And I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut just about an inch down, right in the middle. So what you are gonna do now is you are going to take your glue stick and put it just on one of those corners. I'm gonna hold it up, fold the part with the glue down, and then put the other part on top. And I'm gonna hold it like this for about at least 10 seconds. So when I let go, it's standing up. It's not flat. Okay. Watch this part again and again until you get it. So to put the cheeks on, it's pretty easy. You're gonna grab this square up here at the top. Decorations are on this side. Okay, so I'm grabbing the square up here at the top and I'm folding it back. Do the same for the other side. So I folded these little squares backwards. Now all you're gonna do is you're going to take that, and these little squares go on the back of my face, just like that. So I'm gonna take my glue on the back side, right? No decorations here. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back of these squares. And then I just fold them behind my face and hold for at least 10 seconds. Okay, so for the nose, we are going to, you have your middle fold right here. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm gonna cut a little slit. So if it helps, you can go on the back before you cut it, and you could draw a straight line. See how at the triangle part it makes a little triangle? Okay, so I'm just cutting the slit just up to there. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with our face right here. So I'm just going to put glue on one of these triangles. Pause me if I'm going too fast. I'm going to lift up the other triangle. You have a little cut in your nose, and we are putting glue on one side of that triangle. So I'm now going to take the side without any glue, lift it up, and fold it over. Then the side with glue, I'm just going to push those together so that it makes a smaller little triangle in there. Okay. I'm going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the cheeks with these tabs. So I'm going to fold them backwards. Going to put glue on the back of these little squares. And then this whole thing just goes right on top of my face. The squares should about line up. Boom. If you want, sometimes I like to take my little extra pieces and I'll glue these to the back as well. Just put a little glue and I just fold them up, curve it over and hold it. See, that's why you gotta hold it for 10 seconds. I tell you these things for a reason. Okay. So it's up to you if you like it that way or not. There we go. Okay, so to attach my ears to the mask, it's super duper simple. The reasons we left these are the same reason as why we had these. So all I'm gonna do is put glue down here at the bottom on my rectangles. Just line it up with my other rectangles. And then voila, I have one ear. Two ears. And now he looks like he's got fire coming from his head, and it's awesome.